All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed, y'all, as Bitcoin right now is at a very, very key level. Huge shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Major shout out to Quicker. He says, I want to smash the likes right now, but it says 69. Well, smash it on up, baby. As usual, if we can get 1,000 likes within the first half hour of the stream, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. Major shout out to Michael B. What is going on, fam? Major shout out to Freedom Man. Major shout out to Fit Genius 618. Shout out to Divine Visionary TX. Shout out to J Armo. Shout out to Toxie A. Pump it to 76K this day. Hey, baby, what you say? We're about to pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Huge shout out to David Fear. He says, let's go. JC in the hizzy. Huge shout out to Radar Apologetics. What is going on, my brother? God bless you. Huge shout out to OCD Penguin. He says, no shout out, no likes. Shooting himself in the dang foot. He says, if you don't shout me out, I'm not going to like. Forfeiting his chance to win 1,000 USDT. Huge shout out to Heroin Oster Stack Dose with the Bitcoin going to zero with the McDonald's background. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys, Bitcoin is at a very, very key level. And we got to give a major, major shout to the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Taking the long setup, given from the exact bottom. Currently up right now over 295% in profits. Over 20,000 US dollars. All right. In multiple long trades right here, guys. Hang on. In multiple long trades right here. Up right now, over $35,000 in profits. All right, and we're going to be talking about whether or not Bitcoin is going to be hitting a new all-time high today, tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, maybe yesterday, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Hang on, guys. Flopping and groping over here. All right, major shout out to ZoomX. Currently trading on ZoomX, guys, a great exchange. Make sure to check it out. Also, guys, I am trading on BingX. If you sign up to BingX, you can get up to $6,200 to trade with. I'm also trading on MEXC. All right, MEXC, the best deal on fees that you could possibly get. All right, if you are holding a certain amount of MX token, you get 0% limit order fees, 0.01% take order fees. Also, guys, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Also, got to give a huge shout out to Market Cypher and CryptoFace, #1 trading indicator on TradingView. All right, so let's talk about this Bitcoin move. So far has been pretty healthy. All right, we've seen an increase of open interest. We've seen an increase of CBD longs coming in, supporting this move to the upside. And let's not forget what has happened, the past few days, right? It's been quite the eventful past few days. If we take a look at the Bitcoin chart over here, and let's start on the weekly time frame, as we are known to do here in the Casper crew, right? You always want to start on those high time frames and work your way down. We have been flirting with a very juicy level for Bitcoin. That is the previous bull market all-time high, right around $61,182. Now we go down to the 1 hour time frame. Would you look at this level? There's a ladybug in my eye. I'm literally infested with ladybugs here, guys. When we take a look at this level, let's make it nice and thick. All right, I'm gonna make it nice and white, and actually we'll make it green. We'll make it a little bit thicker so you guys can see. Hang on, green. Hang on. You know what? It's very difficult to use a computer. Here we go, green. All right, look at this level, guys. It was resistance once, twice, 3 times, flipped into support once, twice. Now we've broken out. All right. Now, if we can hold above this level, I am fully convinced and persuaded that we are going to see new all-time highs for Bitcoin. Now, again, if you guys remember what has happened last week as well, we formed a really nice bottom down here last Wednesday, which is how we were able to give the long setup in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, because remember, things were looking quite bearish here ever since we got our bearish divergences on the 4 hour time frame. We make our way down to here, and this is where we really start to see our first signs of a reversal. And it took a really long time for us to get the reversal, but nonetheless, we absolutely did get it. So what exactly happened here? Well, as we came down to this low, we started to form what's known as, if we take a look at the price, it's getting lower over time, but if we take a look at the oscillator, it's getting higher over time right here. This is known as the uneven butt cheek pattern. You have a very juicy cheek on the left side, which is full of gravy, ravioli, juicy, what are those things? Plantains? You know, I don't know, my Cuban grandmother used to make plantains somehow. She would fry them in oil, right? Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that because I'm just pure gringo. But my Cuban grandparents, they made some juicy plantains on the left butt cheek. Then we've got a skinny right butt cheek. Let's take a look here, right? Look at that. Beautiful. We got a skinny right butt cheek over here, looking like, not this, looking like this, right? A skinny old waitress at the diner. She's got a uneven pair of butt cheeks. She's coming out, she's walking, she's spilling your coffee everywhere because she has uneven glutes, and it's hard to walk straight when you have uneven glutes. But notice the right butt cheek. This is where the price starts to get a reversal. It's exactly what we saw down here, and also we were seeing the money flow getting higher over time on Market Cipher B, right, as we're making this bottom. And money flow continuing to get higher here. And so that's a really nice bottom, and since that, we have absolutely changed market structure here. We have now stopped being in a downtrend locally, right? We have our high, our low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, make our first higher high, higher low. Now we've made another higher high. We've changed market structure. It's a very nice rounded bottom right here. This is nice. This is what we want to see. An inverted Bart-Simpson pattern. And not only do we have an inverted Bart-Simpson pattern, but we also have right here an introverted head and shoulders pattern, which is a bullish pattern. Now if we take a look at the introverted head and shoulders, let's see here. Where's our introverted You know, I don't know how to use TradingView. I'm not a trader, guys. This is not financial advice, all right? We got ourselves our left shoulder, our head, and then we got ourselves our right shoulder right here. And if we take the target of this introverted head and shoulders pattern, we can see that the target is actually coming to a new high. And yes, introverts, they don't usually have a lot of friends. No one pays attention to them because they're too shy to hold conversations with you, right? But here's the thing, when the introverts start to break out, then everyone starts to pay attention, right? And once the introvert is broken out, they're in the limelight, they're in the spotlight, then everybody who never paid attention is all of a sudden wanting to be their friend, right? AKA, they're in the YouTube comments saying, should I long now? Should I buy now? We're waiting for those people to come into the YouTube chat, maybe today, because today we very well may see Bitcoin get a larger move to the upside. Now, right now, there's 2 or 3 or 4, 2 very important things that we need to keep our eyes on. Number 1, as we know, is our green line of decision. Okay, green line of decision right here, $69,182. This is now very important support resistance flip. If the Bitcoin price can hold above the previous bull market all-time high, I'd say there's a pretty good chance that we go ahead and maybe tomorrow hit that all-time high, right? We just had a massive straight up move yesterday, right? We came up 6.4% yesterday in one day. We need to cool off a little bit. We take a look at the 6-hour time frame. What do we see? Red dot. All right. Red dot printing. What does this mean? Well, it means one of two things, okay? It either means that this really is resistance, and from here we're just going to make a lower high and continue with the macro downtrend. This is what it could possibly mean. Now remember, okay, if you follow this channel, what do we not do here? We don't make predictions, right? We don't make predictions. We trade the chart as it comes, okay? Now, overall, I still have a more bullish bias. I still am feeling like the price is going to come higher here. However, I need to acknowledge the fact that this, objectively speaking, is resistance here. Why? Because this is the box in between the 618 and the 786 Fibonacci. Right, this is the box that we've had on our chart for a very long time now, ever since we were in the long trade. It's not new. We're not, in hindsight, talking about this level. No, this has been my major target for the move up, and I've been saying for a long time, if we can reclaim this box, we're going to all-time highs. But this is our local resistance. And if we just draw a box around the local resistance, well, we can see that, you know, we could very easily form the bull flag here and then get the move to the upside. However, there's a few major warning signs that we need to pay attention to, where if we start to do, well, then I will close these long trades and I will accept that we're not going higher, and I'll be satisfied with the profits that I have already made on the trades, right? So I've already made a good amount of profits. And look, so what's the criterion here? What's the criterion? Let's take a look at the criterion, all right? What does criterion even mean? I don't know, but it makes it sound like I know. And that's what's key for us YouTubers. If you think we know, you will like and subscribe. So make sure to like and subscribe. Now, let's take a look. We're gonna go to the 4-hour, okay? Let's take a look at all the volume that's traded in this introverted head and shoulders. For me right now, if we lose 67,000, I will close the longs. Why is this? Well, because if we're going to be looking at this head and shoulders and analyzing all the volume here, if the price is really going to come back down into the fair value zone, because let's clean up the chart a little bit, okay? I'm just going to clean up the chart a little bit. This volume profile right here, guys, all right? This is known as the fair value zone that Bitcoin has established based on the market, based on where people were willing to buy and sell. This is the fair value zone that was established by the market participants. If the price is going to come back inside of this fair value zone and lose the high volume node, the chances are we're coming all the way back down to the low of the range. And if we're coming all the way back down to the low of this range, I would personally suspect that we would go for the lows. I would personally suspect that we go for these lows. Okay, because we had our chance, but we rejected from the Fibonacci golden pocket retest. And if you establish a local downtrend, which we have on the 4-hour, right? You notice something on the 4-hour. We had our previous lows right here. So we made a lower low already, potentially lower high. So then if we're going to come back down into the range, we look for the lower low. That's just what we look for, right? But if we can hold this level, then I'm still going to keep my long trades open, and I'm still going to be shooting for that high, all right? So these are the levels that we really need to be watching for. And again, I'm still leaning more bullish here. I am still leaning more bullish here. Reason being is because I really like the bottom that we made here. And we see locally here a sign of major strength, which is a very nice bottom. This bottom is nicer than this high, in my opinion. But we need to be objective. Where do I become wrong? I become wrong if we lose 67K. I get nervous if we lose 69K, right? This is going to be my first major area that I want to see hold here and say, look, if we don't hold this, it's not looking good. We lose 67K, I'd say that's really, really bad here, all right? This is the real make it or break it level, because if you are trading above the majority of the volume, that means the market is still on your side. Most people in the market right now are here. This is where most of the volume is, which means the price is going to be holding above here because there's a lot of long volume that's coming in this area, right? This level we would expect to be defended. Once most of the volume is above us, that's bad. That means bears are now back in control, okay? So that's kind of what's going on with Bitcoin right now. And personally, I still am looking at my overall bias for this market as the following. right now, I still am feeling like the highest probabilities are that we get a move to the upside, $75-ish thousand target of our introverted head and shoulders, and then we get a bigger move to the downside that will wreck a lot of people, and my final target is going to be around $52,000, right? 52,000, maybe a little, there's a lot of levels, right? If you're in the Discord, then you know all the levels I'm looking at. And then we can enter into another big move to the upside. The reason why this is my overall bias is based on the higher term time frames giving mixed signals. The weekly time frame has confirmed a red dot. The daily time frame has just confirmed a green dot. And so historically speaking, when the weekly time frame confirms a red dot and the daily time frame confirms a green dot right around the same time, that means we get one last push up, and then we get a big dump to scare everybody, and then we continue with the uptrend. This is what has happened every single time since, literally since the beginning of this uptrend, going all the way back to November 2022. Make sure to smash up the like button because, look, guys, we have 1,300 people in the chat. In the stream, we only have 300 likes. And as usual, if we can get 1,000 likes within the first 30 minutes of the stream, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. Huge shout out to IPP Crypto. He says all in at 52K, nice long. It does look like a nice long, right? It really, really does. Major shout out to Yermiyahu H in the chat. Major shout out to Wardelu. He says, we printing the Market Cipher logo pattern. Are we? Yeah, I guess it kind of does look like that, doesn't it, man? All right. Shout out to Crypto Coons. Shout out to BitBoy, who says 3 weeks to the halving Doompe. Shout out to Jason Roberts. Look at all these drone coins. Interesting. Shout out to Radar Apologetics, shouting out J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to AZTV, asking, should I buy now? Whoa. Major shout out to Crypto Zorro, but it's dumping. Yeah, now here's the thing, right? Here is the thing, guys. We cannot lose sight of the forest for the trees here, right? We have just gotten, in the past few days, right, since the 23rd, is currently, so the last 3 days, we've seen 15% move to the upside. Right now, are we dumping? We've seen about a 2% move to the downside. And not only that, we haven't even seen a local sign of weakness here, in the sense that we haven't even been able to change market structure on the hourly time frame, right? So right now, I am looking at this zone right here to basically hold, right? So let's take a look at this here. All right. Let's take a look at this here. First major sign of weakness is basically going to be, in my opinion, losing this box, right? Losing the 69K level. That's going to be our first major sign of weakness, which we have not even seen yet. And also, look, we have to expect that when we get a 15% move to the upside and then momentum on the 6 hour and the 4 hour has topped out, we need to expect that we're gonna range or consolidate for a little bit, right? We can't just expect everything to go straight up all the time. Let's zoom in right now to our 6-minute time frame. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Let's take a look at what's happening here right now on the Bitcoin price, okay? Now remember, we do have key supports down yonder that need to hold. I really want to hold 69,182, okay? I really want to hold that. So let's see if we can hodl it. All right. Now let's also pull the volume here. This is our local range. We're at value area low right now of range. All right. See this? We're at value area low right now of range. If this does not hold, then we expect, honestly, potentially move back down to 69,182. And I really, really want to see that hold. Otherwise, I will be closeting my long trades and going back to the drawing boards. All right, but right now, looks like we're holding value area low. Let's check out 1 minute. All right, to be totally honest with you guys, it doesn't look very bullish to me on Market Cypher. Let's check out the 6 minute again. You know, money flow is coming out here. It definitely doesn't look very bullish right now. Personally, I would expect lower here. I'll be honest, I would expect lower here. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. We are at value area low of the range. I would say this, you know, these lows definitely look like they want to get taken out down here. They do. All right. So maybe eventually we get a little tad bit of a move down. But look, value area low. This is an important zone. So let's see how she goes here. Let's check out our 5-second time frame. You know, she looks like she wants to come lower, guys. She looks like she wants to come lower. But yeah, again, we cannot lose sight of the forest for the trees here, right? Again, we're basically just forming a little bit of range here after a breakout. So, you know, for me, look, we have the trend line for the retest. This is the area that, like I say, if we lose the POC of range, I'm out of all my longs. I'll be out of my longs if we lose the POC of this range. What I really want to see hold is 69K. 69K, that all-time high support resistance flip. But in general, you know what they say, fast move up, fast move down. So if we give back everything from yesterday and we retest this head and shoulders pattern right to the high volume node, this is an area where I'll probably be compounding my longs if I see bullish signs on the chart. If I see the bullish signs on the chart, then I'd probably be compounding down there. All right, major shout to Leroy Harrison. He says, thanks for all the work that you do. Man, God bless you, Leroy Harrison. Shout out to Gazgano in the chat. Shout out to Jason Roberts. And shout out to 007. He says, what's up, JC? We're losing 70K. Yeah, 70K is not that important of a level to me. 71K is a very important level to me. And 69K is a very, very important level to me as well. All right. Shout out to Leroy Harrison again. I appreciate you, my bro. Let's see if we have any other super chats in the house. I don't want to miss any super chats. All right, shout out to you, Leroy, for your 3rd super chat. All right, here we go, baby. Bitcoin taking a little bit of a dump. All right, Bitcoin taking a little bit of a dump here. Losing value area low. All right. All right, so Francis says we're going to retest 60K. That'd be crazy. Shout out to Herman's Muse. How's it, brother? You know, it's not so bad, man. You know, we're hanging in. We're doing pretty good. All right, huge shout out to Crypto Zorro. Appreciate you. What do I think of SMC? I don't know, man. I never really heard of SMC. But let's see. Speaking of SMC, let's see what Bitcoin wants to do here, guys. Now again, 6-hour red dot at the very least means consolidation, right? At the very least means consolidation. If this uptrend is going to continue, let's see if we don't get consolidation. Best case scenario, we hold this local flag. In my opinion, the next scenario is retest of the pattern. And until we lose the retest of the pattern around that point of control, I'm seeking for higher prices here. I am seeking for higher prices. All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a quick look as we watch Bitcoin getting a dump. Let's take a look at the order flow. All right. Again, we've got our key levels here. Key level number 1 is definitely going to be basically just taking out this yellow line right here. But key level number 2 is going to be 69,145. All right, let's refresh this. Let's go to our 5-minute chart. All right, so what do we have going on here? So far, this move to the downside is not a very strong move. All right, it's not a very strong move at all. It's happening on a decrease of open interest. It's not a very strong move at all. Okay, so right here, we have just taken out this low. All right. So this is a local area. So let's watch to see what happens here. Can we close a 5-minute candle above? If we can, perhaps we're going to see the bulls step back in now. All right. If we close the 5-minute candle above, perhaps now we see the bulls step back in. Okay, look at that. Yes, the move to the downside, not very strong thus far. Not very strong thus far. Okay, decrease of open interest. That means it's not being fueled by people shorting here. It's being fueled by basically traders closing their positions. So we know 70,000 now is our psychological level that needs to be reclaimed, right? 70K psychological level. If we close a 5-minute candle blue above this line, that's actually a local bullish sign. So let's really watch how this 5-minute candle plays out here, right? Let's see how this this 5-minute candle plays out. Market Cipher B says things are not looking very bullish. All right, Market Cipher B, if we take a look, Market Cipher B is showing that, look, momentum and money flow are both coming out, right? So let's put our line back on our chart here. This is our white line. 5-minute candle close above white line, and maybe we come back up to retest 70,000. But so far we got 3 minutes left and the candle is not blue. All right, candle is not blue. Money flow coming out. Candle not blue, money flow coming out. Bitcoin price, what I'm talking about. All right, so if we can't do that, then we look down to our $69,000 zone, and we really hope that holds. But I'll be honest with you guys, it's not really looking so great, in a sense that right now we would hope to see bullish divergences here, but we're not seeing bullish divergences here, right? We're not seeing bullish divergences here. In fact, money flow is coming out, momentum's coming out. Maybe we get more of a dump today. Maybe we get a bit more of a dump today on Bitcoin. Can you imagine if we give back everything? If we give back everything from yesterday, that would be insane, man. That would be insane. All right, here we're coming down. We're coming down to the level. Let's see how it goes, man. Let's see how it goes. All right. Man, I am just losing money like crazy here, guys. Look, I mean, I was up 20,000 at the beginning of the stream. Now I'm only up 17K. I was up 15K. Now I'm up 12K. I've just lost $6,000. Easy come, easy go. All right. We're coming back down to test that $69,000, that key support resistance flip here. All right, major shout out to everybody in the chat. Huge shout out to our man Free Geist. Can you show your indicators in TradingView? It's just Market Cipher B, man. That's all I've got right now. Market Cipher B. That's all I've got right now, man. All right. So look, if this is the top, right? If this does happen to be a lower high, this is why I have only closed out half of my short trade, right? I've closed out half my short for a $12,000 profit, all right? that I was in from that 4-hour bearish divergence. I haven't closed out the whole thing. I closed out half of it when I got the bullish confirmations on the daily time frame, looking for a new high. But because I knew that this is still potentially a place where we could find resistance, we expect to find resistance here, I only closed out half of it, right? So I've still got half the trade open right here. I still have $150,000 in a short trade. And if we start to lose our levels, 67K, and I have to close out my longs, I will add to the short trade so that my entry for the short trade is now here. All right, this is how I'm able to trade basically two ideas at the same time, right? I'm able to trade a bullish and a bearish idea at the same time and make money on it, right? Because no matter what happens now, I'm guaranteed to make 10K on the short no matter what. And no matter what happens now, I'm guaranteed to have made over 24K on the longs, no matter what, right? Now, what's interesting here is the Bitcoin price is flirting with this yellow line, right? Looks like we're maybe going to close a 5-minute candle above this line. Let's check out now, again, what's happening on order flow. All right, so we had a lot of shorts short the bottom. So we actually have some shorts that are trapped at this low right now. We have some shorts that are trapped underneath this area here. So we might start to get a push to the upside. All right, coming down to key levels. Personally, I would like to see 69K tested, but let's check it out. We saw a lot of people decide to short the exact low, which is never a good thing. You never want to short the exact low of a move. The reason we can tell a lot of people shorted here is because we have a major increase of open interest with CVD getting much lower here. So a lot of people decide to short the exact bottom, and they're currently underwater. All right, so maybe we'll squeeze the shorts up a little bit. Okay, those are the kind of things that you want to look for at levels like this, right? We have an area of liquidity, and you want to mark that level on your chart, and then you kind of want to watch what happens at that level, right? Are we going to get some kind of any kind of trapped, shorts if we're looking at a low, or trapped longs if we're looking at a high? All right, but what really can help you keep your bearings when you're looking at these things is, for me, it's looking at Market Cipher, because I want to see, right now, for example, on Market Cipher, it looks to me like a bottom is near, but not necessarily in yet, right? A bottom is near, but not necessarily in yet, because we don't have a divergence. We just have an anchor wave printing, and unless we can reclaim value area low of range, I'd say still more downside is likely. I would like to see us come down to this area and get some kind of bullish divergences now forming on the lower term time frames, so that we can see, the momentum is getting higher as the price is getting lower. All right. But I do have to say this. We have taken a lot of the liquidity at these lows right here. So if we do get a move up from here, I'm not going to be upset about it. Let's just put it that way. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Dave Digital. Shout out to Aaron G. Shout out to Phil Coin Flip. Shout out to Joe Potter. He says 69,420 again. That would be, what do you mean 69,420 again? Isn't that just where we went to? Yeah, that's where we went to. Yeah, that's where we went to. If I go short now, is it worth it? I mean, look, I can't answer that question, Bispa, all-time high. For me, I would not take a short here, okay? That's just me, because for me, it's not worth it. We're very close to support. And so if I were to take a short here, my setup would, what would I do? Like, we'd have to, where would you put your stop? I mean, I guess above this high to short value area low. The only way I would take a short from here is if you're shorting value area low. And this is your setup. This is a really good setup, actually. If this is your invalidation, is above the high we just made, and you say to yourself, we're rejecting from this level, and because we're rejecting from this level, therefore my idea is wrong if we come up another 0.25%, which basically means you could shoot for that 69K level with a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio, right? So if this is your setup, then yeah, that's a valid setup, and it is a good idea, but is that your setup? I don't know. Like, that's the thing. it really depends on your setup, how you're viewing the market right now. Are you shooting for much lower? Where does your idea come wrong? Every trade setup you take, you need to know where your idea is wrong, so that you can say, okay, if price goes above where my idea is wrong, I'm cutting that loss, right? I'm cutting it ASAP. You know? All right. Shout out to Memory Man. Memory Man in the chat. Huge shout out to Fit Genius 618. The weekly VWAP held the price, he says. Huge shout out to Zigzag. He says, imagine we get to the last 500,000 Bitcoins to be minted and the code is written to automatically divide the remaining reward with every wallet equally. Wow. That would be a game twister. Why are you selling Bitcoin, dude? Look, I sold Bitcoin at $61,000. I'm not selling any more Bitcoin until 80K, all right? I sold 61K, I will sell at 80K. My plan for the bull run is to sell at 60K, 80K, 100K, and 120K. You know, that's my plan for the bull run. I'm not selling any Bitcoin right now, all right? Shout out to J Money. When can you breathe? Right now. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Shout out to IPP Crypto. Saw Pinto says it's not a smart sell to sell at 60K. I mean, for me, it's smart, man. I mean, I made hundreds of thousands of dollars in a year. Is that dumb? What if someone asks, hey, I'll give you hundreds of thousands of dollars if you buy Bitcoin at 15,000 and sell at 60K? Would you do it? Yes or no? Or would you play the game? Maybe it'll go higher. Look, here's the thing. People love to talk about DCA on the way down, right? During the bear market. Oh, just DCA. Just DCA. Just DCA. Yeah, just DCA, man. Well, DCA on the way out, right? Scale out of your position, right? I don't know when the top is. I didn't know when the bottom was. But, you know, I have no problem cashing out, you know, 350K, and it's only a fraction of my Bitcoin holdings at 60K. That's, for me, honestly, I could live off that for 6 years. I'm a very frugal person, right? I really don't have, I could live very luxuriously off that for like 6 years, honestly, you know, not including inflation. But, you know, I have no debt. I have no utility bills. I have no car payments, nothing, right? I grow my own food, a big portion of it. So for me, that's worth it, man. That's a job well done, in my opinion. Am I gonna sit here to just maybe, hopefully, sell all of it at the exact top? Heck no, man. Heck no. Heck no. You know? Shout out to Aaron G. Anyone who didn't take profit will round trip their bags. Yeah, you gotta buy when it's uncomfortable, and you gotta sell when it's uncomfortable. Like, you gotta buy when it's scary, and you have to sell when it's scary, because it's scary to buy 15K Bitcoin. Because what if it goes to 10? What if it goes to 9? What if it goes to 6? You know, there's a good, you never know. In the midst of the bear market, and in the midst of the bull market, you never know. And every single bull market, every single time, every crypto influencer, YouTuber, Twitterer is calling for higher after the all-time high is already in. Except for CryptoFace. Honestly, this is ironic, but CryptoFace and Daniel from Chart Champions both called the top. But look, everyone else was saying, look, the top's not in yet. Plan B, you know, 98K by November 2021. Everyone with their pi cycles and this and that, everyone was calling for higher. And it's hard to sell Bitcoin when it's pumping and the euphoria is real. So just make it up in your mind. If you're in these markets, know when you're going to sell. Make it up in advance, you know. All right, so Bitcoin is right now. Yeah, that's not a popular message, man. That's not a popular message. All right. Because everyone wants to be that person that like makes millions and millions and millions of dollars just by hodling this, you know. But look, and that does happen to people. That does happen. I'm not going to say that it's not going to happen to you. It might. But it's higher chances that it's not going to happen to you. All right. So instead, be in this for the long game, right? The long game is consistent gains over time. You know, develop the skill of trading and slow gains over time, and eventually you'll get to where you want to be. Eventually you will. Are we dumping to zero, Jack? Somewhere around zero. All right. Shout out to Blair321. Can you check the total 3 chart? And respect to you for taking profits. It's hard to do with all the euphoria. Sorry for hitting the mic like that. Yeah, we could check out the total 3 chart. Yeah, I have internet bills, JT. I do have internet bills. Yeah, CryptoFace called it. He called it, man. He called it. CryptoFace has market intuition. He has market intuition. All right, let's check out the total 3 chart. All right, this is pretty much all crypto excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Well, it looks bullish. Look, that's all I can say is it does look bullish. And obviously, we've seen a lot of money pour into alts lately. Let's pull our fib high to low. All right, so we're sitting just below the Fibonacci golden pocket. Weekly time frame, that weekly money flow cross is very bullish. Momentum very high above the 60 line. It looks to me like, you know, look, we've got a weekly red dot that will confirm maybe this week. If it does confirm, you know, expect a little bit of consolidation in general amongst these crypto markets, you know. But if it doesn't confirm, then I would expect to move up to the golden pocket, because not only do we have the golden pocket above us, but we have the weekly level coming in right in that golden pocket. So it's a pretty nice level, you know, 822.678 billion. Crap, you guys can't even see. You guys can't even see, man. You guys can't even see. All right, shout out to Divine Hood. He says, bro, I still think we can drop to 67.5. It's a key level. Yeah, 67 is a very key level, bro. And I think that too. It's the back test of the introverted head and shoulders, and not only is it the back test of the introverted head and shoulder, but it's also the POC of the range. Shout out to Elevated Mindset. Sorry, my man. Shout out to Aaron G. Thank you, man. Shout out to TVR. Thank you so much. Shout out to Memory Man. That's so true. We're very fortunate to have room in our lives and brains for Bitcoin. Absolutely. Absolutely. 52K coming, says Bobcat Man. Bobcat Man, you know, I would like to see a $52,000 Bitcoin for me to get into a juicy long trade. And I do also agree that we're probably going to see that as we first get another push to the upside. I'm still looking for another push up here. Let's check out what's happening on Bitcoin. All right, so look at this, you know, getting a little bit of a move up here. Let's check out our 5-minute. All right, so we're back inside the range. We're still locally in a downtrend. I would personally like to see one more little test of these lows. You know, I would really like to see one more little test of these lows, coming back down just to dip under this and then get our move from there. That's what I would like to see. Let's check out our 12-minute time frame. Yeah, the 12-minute looks really nice, guys, for a potential bull div to form if we come down for another low, right? Looks nice for a potential another low to come in. It's not guaranteed to happen, but it's looking nice. It's looking nice right now. All right, shout out to Sandeep. Can you buy? You could do whatever you want, man. But you got to make sure you have a plan. Yeah, memory man, I agree. It would make a lot of sense to come down to rebuild strength for another big move up. We are very overextended right now. We're super overextended. Shout out to Rende R. Appreciate you. God bless you, man. Shout out to Rocky Balboa, who respects Aaron G's opinion. I'm glad we respect each other's opinions up in here. All right, we got Rocky and Aaron G. All right, two jacked cryptocurrency trading fighters. Actually, I don't know, Aaron G. Are you a boxer? Probably not. Rocky Balboa is definitely a boxer. Are you a boxer, Aaron G? Are you into boxing? Is it better to chart Coinbase or Bybit? So for me, I like to chart both. All right, I think both can be used to give you a more well-rounded view on the market. You want to know what the spot exchanges are doing, as well as the derivative exchanges. And in my opinion, Bybit's the best derivative exchange to be trading, at least to be charting. I don't trade on Bybit right now. All right, can we look at AVAX? Yeah, let's look at AVAX. Let's look at AVAX. AVAX looking a lot like Bitcoin right now. Let's check it out. All right, look, so AVAX is literally the same as it was yesterday, guys, which is this. Holding above 54.36 is bullish on AVAX because it means we're inside the old range, which means, yeah, chances are higher than not that we get a move back up to around over $100. Is that guaranteed to happen? No. But yeah, holding above this level is nice. It does look bullish. I like the weekly candle that we printed last week. It looks like a nice retest, even though we closed it purple. And let's check out our daily time frame again. Daily time frame to me looks bullish. Money flow getting thicker here. So yeah, take that and do with it what you will, man. Would I personally buy AVAX here? No, I wouldn't, because I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm not saying it's a bad buy. I'm not, because this is clearly a support resistance flip right here. I'm not saying it's a bad buy, all things considered. I just am not comfortable buying AVAX this high, right? I mean, it's only 150% to all-time highs. It's 150% to all-time highs, and it's like 85% to the lows. So it's not the best risk to reward, honestly. Like, let's say we do buy here. Unless we're being real tight with our stop loss, shooting for the highs, that's a 6-1. But, you know, if we're gonna put it under the last real swing low, that's only a 2-1. So for me, it's just not necessarily worth it. Doesn't mean it's a bad move for you, right? It just, for me, is not necessarily worth it, you know? All right, let's check out Bitcoin on the 6-minute here. Wow. Bitcoin getting some nice follow through here. All right. Where are we going to be looking locally right now on Bitcoin? Okay, so look, right now, local resistance is going to be the POC / golden pocket. That's going to be local resistance. I prefer more of a move to the downside here, guys, with some bullish divs forming. Doesn't mean we're going to get it, but that's what I prefer. All right, that's definitely what I prefer. Interesting, but look at this pump coming in, y'all. That's crazy. Look at this Bitcoin pump coming in, guys. Wow. So that yellow line, those shorts trapped at the bottom, that has given us the move to the upside, man. Shout out to Rafal Duda. Jay, can you take a look at XRP? Yeah, we can do it. What do I think about Aerodrome? Adrenochrome? Aerodrome? What's Aerodrome? I don't know. Let's check it out. Aerodrome. 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 We'll take a look at XRP. Guys, look, XRP, I've already said, XRP, the only thing I have to say about XRP, the only thing I have to say about XRP is this. I will buy XRP at 29 cents. All right? And I will only take profit at $3. Right? This is the only place I'm touching XRP. All right, this is my XRP setup here. All right, let's refresh the screen. There we go. This is my XRP trade. I'm going to put, I forget how many thousands of dollars on the trade, and when I take profits, I'm going to share the profits with everybody. I'm going to do some giveaways. All right, other than that, I do not care about XRP. I want to wreck everybody. All right, I'm waiting for something to happen. I'm waiting for XRP to say, we quit. We're done. We're no longer being XRP anymore because Gary Gensler doesn't like us or something. Big dump, big pump. Other than that, I don't care. Eventually, look, if we don't dump, yeah, we're going to break out of this. Yeah, we're probably going to hit $3. I don't care about XRP. I hate XRP. I hate XRP, all right? I despise it. It's ugly. It's gross, all right? XRP, here's a picture of her, all right? Definitely not interested, all right? If you're into that, that's fine, all right? If you think XRP is going to be the one world currency and you better get in now, then get in now, all right? But look, is it going to pump? Yeah, it's going to pump. Right now, we're stuck in this wedge doing nothing, all right? We're stuck in the wedge doing nothing. So really for XRP, sign of strength, breakout, retest. That's a real sign of strength. Major buy opportunity for XRP, wreck everybody in this wedge, right? The target of this rising wedge, bearish pattern, hit the target, buy a whole bunch, and then sell at $3. What a great opportunity that would be, in my opinion. All right, we're going to look at adrenochrome. Wow. It's pumping, man. That's all I can say. It's pumping. What else can I say? It looks very bullish. Money flow is getting very thick. I don't see a buy opportunity here. You know, I'm sorry, but I don't see a buy opportunity. Let's see, where would I buy this thing? So the only place I would really be interested in starting to buy this thing would be a move back down to around in between the golden pocket and the 786, basically coming back down to this old range here. Obviously, I don't know if we're going to get that, but I would not buy it now. But it's very bullish looking. We don't have much data on the weekly. I don't know anything about it fundamentally. So technically, the only thing I can give you technically here is wait to come back down to support. The past 3 days have been very, very bullish. You know, if we get a retest of the Fibonacci golden pocket zone, we're coming back down to this little range here where we have a high volume node. We have, you know, this is the area that I would be interested actually in getting me some adrenochrome, because I don't want to get old. Do you guys? All right. I hope I don't get shadow banned for that. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. Can you look at Ondo? By the way, XRP is cursed trash. Yeah, we could look at Ondo. Yeah, we could look at Ondo. Can we look at Ajax? Yeah, we could look at Ajax. We could look at Ondo. All right. Ondo. Yeah, so Ondo basically the same as we were looking at. It's the exact same as we were looking at here yesterday, guys. It's just really, I would want to come back to get a nice support resistance flip on the golden pocket if I was going to buy this thing. This is very bullish. I really like this move up. Let's get a retest and then continue with the uptrend. That's how I feel about it. And trading is all about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You feel like price is going to do something? Trade your feelings, man. You know? All right, let's check it out here. Ajax, yeah, let's check out Ajax. Shout out to Michael Lonecar for the super chat. Ajax. Wow, look at Ajax. Pumping like a wild lady. In distress. Running through the wilderness with a laundry basket on her head, looking like Janet Yellen. Janet Yellen, by the way, very toned midsection. It's because she bought the 6-second abs as seen on TV. The problem with the 6-second abs is, yes, of course, they spot reduce abdomen fat. You do crunches, that's how you get a six-pack. It targets that belly fat, but it doesn't target the triple chin fat. That's the issue. So all you people with the 6-second abs, you also have to get the 6-second chin tucks. Just takes 6 seconds to get rid of that double chin. People don't know that. Let's see. We'll go to the weekly. So look, weekly, red dot. It's very bullish. Daily looking really... Daily looks like we want to take the high again. Daily looks like we want to take the high again, man. Daily is absolutely juicy. Okay. Wow. Wow. That is wild. Let's check out our 4-hour. We made a really nice bottom on the 4-hour. I would suspect, guys, that we go for another high here. I would suspect that we go for another high here. See, these kinds of things are tough, right? Because we broke out of this resistance here. We even broke out of this guy right here, right? We had 2 taps and then bam. So what can I say about this? I wouldn't buy it now. Could it pump? Yeah, it looks like it's gonna. But you know, since February, we've already come up 300%. So the only way I would justify myself buying this thing now is if I said, you know, this is my setup here, risk to reward, and then we're in price discovery. I don't even know where I would shoot to take profits on it. It's tough, but it looks very bullish to me. That's all I can say. It looks bullish. Just because something looks bullish doesn't mean I have a buy entry or anything like that, right? Because look, if you are trading based on what you think is going to happen, it's good to think to yourself, this could happen, right? It's good to have a bias and an idea. But really, if you're investing, you need to have 3 things. You need to know where you're entering and why. You need to know where you're going to get out if price goes against you, and where you're going to get out if price goes for you. Because if you don't have those things, even if you're right, and we do something like this, well, where are you going to take profit now? I don't know. And then you have to play that game. Should I take profit or should I let it ride? And then it's an emotional game, and then you're all of a sudden you're back at your entry, and then you're in the red. Should I hold it? Should I sell? Maybe you sell it, then we're back up here, so you buy again. You know? So I don't like to play that game. You know? Alright, huge shout out to Ryumoa. Can we look at Woo and Cello? Yeah, we could look at Woo and Cello. We could look at Woo and Cello. Alright, let me just make sure I haven't missed any other super chats here. Alright, God bless all of you for the super chats. Yeah, we'll take a look at Woo and Cello. Hang on, let me change the music, man. Here we go. Here we go. I like this music a little bit better, alright? So, Woo. Let's see. So we have money flow and momentum coming out on the weekly. The daily Looks nice. So to be honest with you guys, for me, woo, if we can get a move down basically to take out the lows, I don't know if that can happen, but if I was looking for a buy on this, I would want to see something like this. Right? Because we're forming a bit of a range here. The weekly looks like she's topping out, which means consolidation for a bit. Right? We would look for a long or a buy position at the support resistance flip, right around 28, 30 cents, you know? And we got a golden pocket, and we got the value area high of that previous range right there. All right, let's check out Cello. All right, so look, Cello broken out of the wedge already. We've already gotten our gains on it. So, you know, these coins have already broken out, and we are at the target of the rising wedge. So we are at resistance right now. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly red dot confirmed. Let's check out this old oh man. Hang on. It's look, it's a tough asset because we're literally at resistance. We're at the target of the breakout already. We're at resistance with weekly red dot. The only thing we could do is wait for a pullback to get into here. And the only place that I would be interested really is this zone right here in between the golden pocket and the 786. Yeah, specifically I would be interested in this retesting the highs at around, you know, 85, 90 cents. That's where I'd be really interested, because that's a breakout and now a retest. We got the Fibonacci golden pocket right there. This is the place to look. This is the place to be interested in. If we get the move down, this is the place around 85, 90 cents. That's the place. All right. All right, look at Bitcoin right now. Getting a little move back down. Maybe we go for those lows again. Maybe we go for those lows again. All right. Well, guys, it's been a good stream. I am going to head out because I got a lot of things to do today, but God bless everybody in Jesus' name. Even if you're not religious, I still pray you and your family are very blessed. And, yeah, for me, as many of you know, my relationship with Jesus is the most important thing in my life because He gives me eternal purpose and eternal hope. In a seemingly futile existence, understanding that even though man is in a sinful, fallen state, God Himself took on flesh, and He died to pay for all the wrong things that we've ever done, and then He rose to life again. So if we purpose it in our heart to change and stop doing the bad things and put our trust in Him, He will give us His Holy Spirit so we actually can change and become a new creation. And then because He rose from the dead, we also have the hope of a physical bodily resurrection. And that's literally the hope that drives me every single day. So with that being said, guys, hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.